Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wannan shine video namu na biyar a cikin wannan series da muke mai suna Koyi Javascript. Kamar yadda na faɗa, insha Allah zai bayani akan Javascript tun daga farko har zuwa gwargwado abunda ya kamata a ce mutum ya sani a ciki. Idan ba za ku manta ba, video namu na karshe mun yi bayani akan data types, inda na yi bayani kan akwai string, akwai integer, akwai boolean, akwai null, undefined, akwai many of them, akwai big int da sauransu. But we are going to focus on theory first, but as we continue in this video, inshallah za mu yi sauran da yarda Allah. Yau abinda za mu yi bayani cikin wannan video, inshallah za mu yi bayani akan variables. Me ake nufi da variables? Mun already yanzu mun koyi mun san cewa akwai data types. Muna da string, muna da integer, muna da abun nan boolean. So for example, now mun yi document dot write, for example, inda za mu rubuta, for example, let's say Ahmad Aminu Ahmad. For example, now if we refresh it, you know what will happen. Now if I save it, it will show Ahmad Aminu Ahmad for us by default. So now this variable is a way of storing data. It's a way of storing data. We already did data types. We know what data is, and we know the data types. So it's a way of storing either data, string data, or integer data, or boolean data, whatever data. That's a way of storing that data and give it a name. So that means duk lokacin da muka yi storing wannan data, kamar mun aje data ne a cikin wannan variable din. Mun yi assigning kenan wannan variable in a matsayin shine wannan data in. So duk lokacin da muke so mu yi aiki da wannan data in, ba sai mun rubuta data in ba, wannan sunan da muka ba data shi za mu kira domin ya bamu abin da a cikin wannan data in, shi ake ce ma variable. So let me explain it again to you. For example, yanzu gida ne gare ka. So cikin wannan gidan sai ka aje mutum guda biyar a cikin gidan. Misali, duka sai ka rubuta ma gidan block A, for example, ko kawai sai ka rubuta ma gidan A. So duk lokacin da ka ce A, mutum nawa a cikin gidan? Mutum biyar a cikin gidan, da haka mutum biyar zai fito daga cikin A. So shine abin da ake nufi da wannan variable in. Kenan wannan A in shine variable in da aka sa mutum biyar a ciki. Kenan gida ne wanda aka sa mutum biyar a ciki. So shine wannan a very short example, inshallah, da zan nuna muku game da wannan. So akwai ways na declaring variables a JavaScript. Ways guda uku ne na declaring variable a JavaScript. Way na farko wanda JavaScript ya fito da ita ce wannan way enter var. Zaka ce var. Var stand for a variable. Var stand for variable. So you say var, var, then you write the name of the variable. So I can call the variable, for example, I can call it Ahmad. I can call the variable Ahmad. Then you put the assignment operator. You just say you assign something. You just say equals to, this is the assignment that I assigned this Ahmad. Kenan variable name is Ahmad. So what data did I assign to this variable name? So I can say, for example, Ahmad Aminu Ahmad from Zamfara, like this. So this is the data I assigned to this variable Ahmad. So whenever I call this Ahmad, I'm going to see this data. I'm not going to write this data anymore, but whenever I see this, I'm going to see this. So let me just show you something. Let me just save. Now if I come back to our page and refresh, we are not going to see anything. You see, we are not going to see anything since we are yet to execute. We are yet to execute the variable since we didn't write anything inside document.write. So now instead of us to come and write document.write, then we put double quote and put all the Ahmad Aminu Ahmad from Zamfara State. What we are going to do now is we are going to call the variable. We are going to call the variable. So the variable name is what? Is Ahmad. So I'm just going to say Ahmad alone. That's all. If I put Ahmad now, I save. Now if I come to our website, we are going to see what? Ahmad Aminu Ahmad from Zamfara State. That's what we are going to see. So this is it. So if you understand now, you understand that I saved Ahmad Aminu Ahmad data. This data I saved it under what? Ahmad variable. So if I call this Ahmad variable, I'm going to see this particular data. I can even put, for example, 10,000. Now let's save it. If I come here and refresh, it's still Ahmad and we are going to see 10,000 because what? The variable data changed to 10,000 instead of Ahmad from Zamfara. So this is what our variable is all about. So this is a way of creating variable in JavaScript. And I can say that it's over here saving variable JavaScript since 97 or 95 the JavaScript to up to 2015. The people are using this variable ways of saving variable, this var. But now we have another way that we called let. This let is another way, second way of storing a variable. We call it let. And the reason why we use this let is that duk lokacin da kasancewa in the future ko kuma zuwa gaba a cikin course naka, website naka, wannan variable in zai canza. Variable ina iya canza ya kai wani ya zama wani abu daban. You use let to assign variable on it. So for example, now I can say variable, then I can say a. I can just call it a, then I assign this a, then I assign, for example, Ahmad here. So now if I save, now let's come here. I'll just click this and say document dot write, then I put the variable a alone. So if I save it, we are going to see two of them. We are going to see 10,000, and we also going to see what? We are going to see Ahmad here, because the Ahmad is for the variable what? A, and this one is for variable Ahmad. So let me just delete the variable Ahmad and just see the variable A. So variable A is just Ahmad. So this is how you assign, second way to assign variable JavaScript to save data variable. So the last one is const. Sorry. So the last one is const, and this is another way of storing variable, and this way also, like I said, is a way that does yakamata the let. So now I'm finding the let neko const. So don't get confused. Idan ka gani na amfani the var, take note that is using the archaic way of declaring variables at JavaScript. That is hanya ce da ake amfani da ita wurin declaring variable. That is 95 to 2015 aka aiki da wannan. So but all the modern browsers da muke da su, updated browsers, ana amfani da let neko const. That is after 2015 to date. But take note, if you are going to create a script in kana so aiki ga old version na browsers, if you use let and const, it will not work. So it is better you must use variable var, that what they recognize. That is browsers in the aka before 2015 dukan su ba sa daukar let the const. So but you need to update them, but those after 2015 to date suna daukar let the const. So wannan const din shi kuma ana assigning variable da shi duk lokacin da kake tunanin variable naka ba zai canza ba. That is, that variable is independent, but zai taba canzawa ba. So you use const. Const doesn't mean the variable will remain constant forever. It doesn't mean that. It just means that you think that your variable will not change during the process of your codings and other things. That's why you assign const to that variable. So I can say variable b, I can just call it let's say to 20,000, then I save. So if I come here now and put b, document.write, then I put b. If I refresh here, we are going to see 20,000 because we stored 20,000 data inside variable b using const. So please watch this video. You already know all these kind of ways, constant data types inside Kuma. Today you learn how to store a variable inside this data type. So you see it now. Just keep practicing it. Var, let, const, then you put the name of the variable that you want, then you put equal sign, then you assign the data to that particular variable. So this is what we are going to discuss inshallah a cikin wannan video. You practice it, it will help a lot. Keep practicing, don't rush it, like I used to say. Inshallah it will help you. Saboda video na gaba za mu ci gaba. As we continue za ga kamar abun yana da wahala, baya da wahala, just take it step by step and understand it da kyau. Da fatar Allah ka samu dace na za mu tsaya cikin wannan video. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.